Hello, it's Gem Games here once again, and in this video we're going to start creating the impact emitters for different materials. For now, we only have this simple emitter for all the materials. So let's start creating different ones. So yeah, let's get started. First, we want to go to the effects folder and let's actually create a new folder here. Let's call it impact. Okay, and also let's create another and let's call it shells. And let's select all these shells and move them to the shells folder. Now this blood, we can move it to the impact. Now what we want to do is we want to open our military weapon dark and FX and like this. And we want to copy some emitters from here. First we want to get the impact stone medium, impact stone large, impact stone small, and then what we have to get, let's see, impact wood small, and what else, impact metal small. Okay, I think these are the ones that we need. So let's duplicate them. Let's move them to the effects folder. Okay, now let's move them under the impact folder. Now let's open it. And now what we want to do, we want to duplicate this impact stone medium 2. And let's call this impact stone. Just like that. And we can actually, I think we should add something that we can see it better that this is the one that we want to use. So, okay, it doesn't matter. Let's just call it impact P impact stone. Let's open it and let's move it next to the first person map. And now what we want to do here, let's first go a little bit closer so we can see better, like this. Okay. Now we want to go to the spawn, and actually we don't have to do on the tendrils spawn, we don't have to do anything here. But here on the smoke core spawn, let's open the burst list index 0. And let's change these values a little bit. I want to make this a little bit more random, so let's make low count 3 and the count 12. Now on the rocks spawn, what we want to do here next is we want to change these values to be a little bit smaller. So I want to make this like 40 and 10. But you can obviously use whatever values that you want, but these are good for me. Now on the rock meshes, what we want to do here, I want to change this to be 5 and this to be 1. Okay. So the next thing, let's go to the lifetime. And here we don't have to change anything. The 0.5 is pretty good. On the smoke core, the lifetime, I would like to make it like between 0.5 and 0.8. And on the rocks lifetime, I want to make it between 0.5 and 0.7. And rock meshes, I want to make it 0.5, something like that. Okay. And the next thing, let's go to the initial size of the smoke core. And yeah, we don't actually have to change anything here, I think. And on the rocks, let's see, we have these values. These are actually pretty good. Okay, and on the rock meshes, let's see what we have here. And these are also pretty good. Okay, so next thing is to change the initial velocity of the rocks. It's between 0 and 200 on the x-axis. So want to make the minimum value a little bit higher, so between 100 and 200. Okay. Now to the rock mesh's initial velocity, and also the same thing here, so between 200 and 100. Okay, and the next thing that I want to do is here on the color over life on the rocks, we scroll down to the alpha over life, and we open all these. We can see the 2 points that we have here, index 0, index 1. So this means that between when the animation has run 70%, the value will be 1, the alpha value, and when it has finished, it will be 0. So alpha will start to go from 1 to 0 between 0.7 and 1. And 1 is the length of the animation, basically. So I want to make this a little bit smaller. So 0.5, it starts to fade away a little bit before that. Okay, so they don't like suddenly just fade away. So it will be like a little bit smoother. Now here also, we actually, yeah, we don't have to change anything here, I think. So let's see how this looks. So let's go to the first person map, and let's go to the blueprints, and let's open our PP first person character. And now here, let's go to the spawn emitter and sound by physical material. Now here, what we want to do is we want to copy, actually we don't want to copy that, sorry. Let's get from the emitter template, and let's get the select node. Now let's get the surface type from here, from the local variables, connect it to here, and now let's move it to here, or maybe just here, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Now let's set the default asset to be the stone. So stone, p impact stone, this is the one that we just created. You can see it's on the game first person blueprints effects impact like this. Now let's compile and save. Now we can test it without changing anything on the materials, so it should play that emitter when we shoot basically anything. Okay, I think that is actually pretty nice. So let's use that as a base. So I think that emitter is done, at least for now. So let's go back to the effects and impact. So the next thing that we want to do is we can actually check it from here. Okay, I don't know why we started with the concrete, but yeah, let's select on the concrete, let's select the stone. Like that. Now we can, for example, do the sand or the dirt. Or let's actually create the dirt one next. So let's compile and save. Let's go back to the first person map. Now we have this P impact stone. Let's duplicate it. And let's call it P impact dirt. And let's open it. And here, what we want to do is we actually want to go to the smoke core lifetime first, and we want to change this value to be a little bit longer. So let's make it 1.5 and 2. So when you shoot the ground, the smoke will be there for a little bit longer. Okay, you don't obviously have to use these exact values, but yep. And now here on the rocks lifetime, let's change this also to be like 0.75 and 1. Okay. So the next thing, let's go to the rock's initial size and let's change this to be a little bit smaller. So maximum on the X to be 1.5 and minimum to be 1. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, and now to the rock meshes initial size also. And I think we can actually use these values. Yeah, but now here on the rocks spawn and on the burst list, let's make this a little bit higher. Let's make this like 60 and 20 again. Maybe like 60 and 30, something like that. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And initial velocity, we don't have to change anything there. Let's go to the color or life on the rocks. Let's change this to be some shade of brown, I think. Something like... maybe something like... something like that, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, something like that. I think that's pretty good. You can obviously make it look however you want, but this, for me, is pretty good. So let's copy this hex is RGB. And let's press OK. Now, to the distribution alpha over life. Let's open it. And yeah, we don't actually have to change anything here, I think. So let's go to rock meshes, color or life. And let's change this color hex value to be the same. As you can see, now let's go to the smoke core and where we have the color over life, and let's change this also to be the same. And obviously, if you want, you can make this a little bit like, it doesn't have to be that dark, maybe like that. Yeah, okay. Now when we save and go to the first person character and we set it to the dirt. So let's search for a dirt, P impact dirt. Let's compile and save. Let's go back to our level and let's check that we have all those set in these test blocks. So this one is set to concrete. Let's actually set it to the, okay, concrete, dirt. The next one should be dirt. Yeah, the second one is dirt. So let's try. I think that's looking pretty good. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice already. So let's get to the next one. And the next one will be... let's actually check it from here. Let's select the third one and it is the fabric. Okay, let's do the fabric next. And here for the fabric, I want to get the P impact stone large. Okay, let's duplicate it and let's call it P impact fabric. Now let's open it. And only thing that I want to use here is the smoke core. You can obviously use whatever you want, but let's delete the tendrils. Let's delete the rocks, rock meshes, and smoke residual. What does this even do? Okay. I don't know if we need this, but you can leave this if you want, but I will delete that. So we only have this little smoke here. And let's check the lifetime that we have here. Let's put it to like 0.2 and 0.8. I want to be some randomness on it. Yes, that's pretty nice. Let's save. Let's go to the first person map and let's see. We first actually have to connect it. So fabric, let's search for a fabric. Let's compile and save and go to the level and play. And now when we shoot this, okay, I think that's pretty nice. I think we don't need any like I think this smoke is pretty good if we are, for example, shooting some sofa or some rag or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that is good for me. So let's continue. So the next thing will be glass. Okay. So for the glass, we want to use the P impact zone small. Let's duplicate that and let's call it P impact glass. Let's open it. And here what we want to do, I want to delete the smoke core. I don't want the glass to spawn any smoke. And now we have these rocks here. Let's actually rename this. Emitter, rename emitter. Let's call this glass shards or something. You can obviously rename all of these things that you want to use here, but I actually think these are pretty correct. So what we want to do next, on the spawn, let's check what I have set here. I haven't changed anything. These are actually pretty good. On the lifetime, I have set this to be 0.5 and 0.7. And on the initial size, I have left the original default whale use here. But next on the initial velocity, I want to make this like 200 and 150, something like that. Yeah, and color our life. I actually think that is already pretty good color. You can obviously change this to be a little bit greener, maybe like this, but I'm not actually sure if that's a good idea. Let's just leave it gray like that. And on the alpha, yeah, let's leave the original whale use. And have we changed something here on the sphere? On the start radius? No. On the velocity scale, 30, 40. Let's see what I have set here. And on the start location, everything is set to normal. Okay. Constant acceleration. Yes. Yes, I actually think that we don't have to change anything else here. Yeah, that is pretty good. Let's see how it looks in the game. So let's go to the PP first person character and let's connect the class. So let's select the P impact class. Let's compile and let's save all and let's go back to the first person map and let's play. Let's see how this looks. I know this is not the best, but okay, I don't know if those look like class shards, but let's try with. Okay, we don't have any. Let's see with this. Okay, what happened? Okay, I think those doesn't look like glass shards. Let's actually make them a little bit more blue. So Let's go to the color. Or actually, do we have some? Yeah, color or live. So let's change this color to some shade of blue. Let's try with that. Okay, that's not good. Let's actually make it even more, a bit darker. No, not like that. You can obviously play with this however you want. And also, I think I want to make the initial velocity a little bit bigger. Let's see. 250 and 200. And also, should we actually make the size even smaller? Let's see. 1 and 0.5. And then make the spawn count a little bit higher. So like 30 and 15. Let's see how that looks. Okay, this is better, but it's still not very good, but yeah. For now, that will be it. So, let's continue. So, the fifth one will be metal. Okay. So, here for the metal, what we want to do is we want to duplicate this impact metal small. Actually, we can just rename it because we don't have to use this for anything else, at least for now. So, let's rename this to be impact metal, like that. Let's open it. And here, what we want to do. So what I want to do here is I want to go to the initial size. Actually, let's go to the core for first, and let's change these sizes a little bit. So let's change the minimum value on the X to be like 5, and on the Y to be like 10, and on the Z to be like 10. And the lifetime plus, what do we want to set here? I don't think we want to change anything here. Let's check on the smoke. I think these values are good. And here on the initial size, do we want to change anything? I don't think we want. Sorry, I actually don't think that we have to change a lot here. You can change these to be a little bit smaller from the initial size if you want. If you want the sparks to be smaller, but I think those are pretty good. So let's save. Let's go to the first person map, and we have to connect it first. So here, metal, let's set it to be the metal, impact metal. Let's compile and let's save all. Let's go to the first person map and let's play. So, let's see. Okay, that is already pretty nice, I think. Let's try with... Okay, let's actually add here some weapon. Something else than the shotgun. So let's make it like 7. I think that's the AK-74U. Yes, let's try with this. Let's actually try all of these. So, like that. Yeah, you can see they are already starting to look pretty nice. So yeah, I actually think that was all for this video. If you liked what you saw, please click the like button and subscribe for more. And yeah, hope you have a great day and see you in the next one. Bye.